I'm doing a little rearranging. Actually, not rearranging, just making my tools a little more convenient to access. And for a long time, I've had these Makita tools just laying around. I had some on top of this. I had some that I had nowhere to put them. I just left them on the bench and they were always in the way. And this is the charger. And I don't like where it's at because it's in the way of my air hose. So I've made that shelf, and that's where I'm going to keep my makitas from now on. And now I'm going to move my battery charger over underneath the makitas. And I never closed this top, so it's sort of in the way. But I don't want to mess it up where I can't put it all back together, you know, if I have to. So I'm going to remove the lid, and these are put on with nuts and bolts, and then there's a hinge pin back here. I'm just gonna pull that hinge pin out. I'm not gonna pull it out all the way. I want to take these off first, but that's what I'm gonna do next. Take this lid off. All right, that's done. Now, I had this. This is the Craftsman. This is the last of the 3 saws that I bought for $5 each at a yard sale, and had it running great. I had somebody coming to buy it, and I came out here just to crank it up and, you know, warm it up so it'll be easy to start when they get here, and I don't have to look like an idiot over choking it. And it's a really good saw. But anyway, is it missing something? Yes, it is. I broke the rope, so I texted the people who were, they got off at work and they were going to head this way after they got off, and it was like 10 minutes till 4, and I texted them and told them I broke the rope. So give me a week or 2 and I'll have it fixed. I just don't have time to mess with it right now. But in the meantime, this is another one that I took in on trade, and it needs a sprocket. See how chewed up that is? I can't believe I used it that long. But the way you get these clutches off is it's a reverse thread. As a matter of fact, it says as much on there. Tells you the direction that it comes off. See the arrow right here? And most people, what they do is pull the spark plug out, turn the engine over till the cylinder is at its lowest position. The piston is at its lowest position in the cylinder, and they fill the gap up, the cavity, the piston above the cylinder. They fill it up with rope, and that way when you turn this, the cylinder comes back up against the rope. But I don't do that, and this has worked for me every time, and I haven't broke nothing. And what that is my air chisel. And what I've done is I've blunted the tip of a punch, an air chisel punch. And I just take it, and I turn it where I want it, and I give it a couple of raps, and it usually just knocks itself right off of there without any problem. And I've been doing it that way for years, and I haven't broke nothing. And it worked so far. It's worked every single time. I just thought I'd give you that little tip. I'm not doing anything special today. Don't have any real projects going on. This is Sunday. I just basically want to say hi, and just tinkering in my shop, tidying up a little bit, making it a little easier for me to work at this bench. I got to get a stool here. My back is so back I can't stand for long periods. I can walk, but I can't stand without moving. And I'm just going to have to, I'm thinking about actually redoing my bench here and making it kind of U-shaped where I can sit at my stool and have a table on both sides of me. And maybe that'll help. I'll have to get rid of my vices, but I don't usually use my vices unless I'm working on a weed eater. And anyway, just a little catching you up in my shop. Oh, and these are new. I've been using this for years, but now I've got more parts than I have space, little parts. So I needed something with a lot more compartments. Okay. Hope you have a good Sunday, y'all. See you next week. You need to turn that TV off and get out here in the kitchen. That cake's not going to make itself. I'll never see cake again.